Hello, everyone. Today, I have an amazing story for you. It's not just for your listening practice, but also to inspire you. The story is called Nothing is Free, and it will show you that hard work and determination can change lives. There was a young man named Jacob, 20 years old, living in a small, quiet town surrounded by mountains. Jacob had big dreams. He wanted to own a chain of restaurants and become a successful entrepreneur, but life wasn't easy for him. Jacob's family was struggling financially. His father, Michael, was a mechanic, and his mother, Jessica, cleaned houses to make ends meet. His younger sister, Emma, just 10 years old, looked up to him as her hero. One cold evening, Jacob sat outside his small house, staring at the stars. He whispered to himself, "I want to give my family a better life. But how do I start when we barely have enough to survive?" The next day, Jacob shared his dreams with his father. Michael sighed and said, "Jacob, dreams are not free. If you want something, you have to fight for it. Start with what you have, even if it's small." Jacob thought deeply about his father's words. Then an idea struck him. He noticed that in his town, people loved fresh bread, but they had to travel to a bakery far away. He decided to start selling fresh bread locally. But there was a problem. Jacob had no money to buy the bread. He decided to take a chance and approach the bakery's owner, Mr. Anderson. Jacob walked miles to meet him. Mr. Anderson, a grumpy old man, rarely trusted anyone. With confidence, Jacob said, "Mr. Anderson, I want to sell your bread in my town, but I don't have money to buy it up front. Can you trust me for 1 week? I will sell the bread, return your money, and keep a small profit." Mr. Anderson raised an eyebrow. "And why should I trust you, young man?" he asked. Jacob replied firmly, "Because I am determined, and I will work hard to prove myself." After a long pause, Mr. Anderson said, "All right, I'll give you bread for 1 week, but if you fail to pay me back, don't bother coming here again." Jacob was thrilled. Early the next morning, he carried the bread back to his town and set up a small stand near the park. He greeted every passerby with energy and a smile, saying, "Fresh bread, warm and delicious." At first, people were hesitant. They didn't know if the bread was good, but Jacob offered free samples, and soon he had his first customer. By the end of the day, he had sold all the bread and made a small profit. That evening, he returned to Mr. Anderson and paid him back. The old man nodded and said, "You kept your word. Come back tomorrow." From then on, Jacob worked tirelessly. He woke up at 4 a.m., walked to the bakery, carried bread to his town, and sold it with passion. After 2 months, he had saved enough money to buy a small cart, making it easier to transport more bread. One day, a customer suggested, "Jacob, why don't you bake your own bread? You're good at selling, but if you bake, you'll make more profit." This idea excited Jacob, but it also scared him. He had never baked anything in his life. This was the moment where Jacob realized nothing is free, not success, not knowledge, not growth. "If I want to succeed, I must take risks and learn," he thought. Jacob couldn't stop thinking about the idea of baking his own bread. If he could bake, he wouldn't have to rely on Mr. Anderson, and his profit would grow. But there was one big problem. He didn't know how to bake. Jacob decided to ask Mr. Anderson for help. The next morning, after delivering his payment, Jacob said, "Mr. Anderson, Can you teach me how to bake?" The old man frowned. "Why should I teach you? If you bake, you won't buy from me anymore. That's bad for my business." Jacob looked at him and said, "You're right, but I won't forget the man who gave me my first chance. If I succeed, I'll make sure to help your bakery too." Mr. Anderson thought for a moment, then said, "Fine, but baking isn't easy. It takes time, patience, and hard work. If you're ready for that, I'll teach you." The lessons began early the next morning. Jacob arrived at the bakery at 3 a.m., before the sun was up. Mr. Anderson showed him how to mix flour, knead the dough, and bake it perfectly. At first, Jacob struggled. His hands hurt from kneading, and his bread came out too hard or too soft. One day, after ruining another batch of bread, Jacob sat down, feeling defeated. "Maybe I'm not good enough for this. Maybe I should give up," he muttered. But then, he remembered his father's words. Dreams are not free. He realized that every mistake was teaching him something new. Giving up was not an option. The next day, Jacob went back to the bakery, more determined than ever. He practiced every single step carefully. Slowly, his bread started improving. After 2 weeks, Mr. Anderson handed him a loaf and said, "This is perfect, Jacob. You're ready." Jacob was overjoyed. He rented a small oven and began baking bread at home. His family was amazed by his hard work. Emma, his little sister, helped him pack the bread, and his mother made tea for him while he worked late into the night. Soon, Jacob wasn't just selling bread. He started making cookies and pastries, too. People in town loved his products, but success wasn't easy. One day, a new bakery opened in the town, run by a young man named Ryan. Ryan had a big, fancy shop with colorful signs and decorations. People were curious, and they started buying from him instead. Jacob noticed his sales dropping. He felt scared. What if I lose everything I worked so hard for? But instead of panicking, Jacob decided to improve. He listened to his customers and asked, "What do you like about Ryan's bakery? What can I do better?" Some said, "Ryan's shop looks clean and pretty." Others said, "His cakes have beautiful designs." Jacob realized he needed to grow, not just as a baker, but as a businessman. Using his savings, he painted his cart, added bright decorations, and started offering free samples of his new pastries. He even learned how to decorate cakes by watching videos in the library. Slowly, customers returned to him. One evening, an elderly woman came to Jacob and said, "I've seen many young men give up when times get hard, but you didn't. That's why we trust you." Her words filled Jacob with pride. Months passed, and Jacob's business grew. He saved enough money to rent a small shop. It wasn't as big as Ryan's, but it was warm and welcoming. He named it Jacob's Fresh Bakes. His journey wasn't over, but he had proven to himself, his family, and his town that nothing is free. But with hard work, anything is possible. A message to you: life is not easy. Dreams are not free. Success, respect, and growth all come at a price of hard work, patience, and resilience. Maybe right now you feel stuck. Maybe you have a dream but don't know where to start. Or maybe you've tried before and failed, and now doubt is creeping in, telling you that you're not good enough, that it's too late, or that success is only for lucky people. But let me tell you something. Every successful person you admire was once in your place. They were once beginners. They had doubts. They faced obstacles. They failed. The difference between them and those who never make it is one thing: they refused to quit. The road to success is never easy. It's filled with struggles, setbacks, and moments where you feel like giving up. But these challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Every failure teaches you something. Every hardship makes you stronger. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Look at the world around you. Every great company, every inspiring leader, every person who has achieved something incredible started from nothing. They had no guarantees, no shortcuts, just a dream and the determination to fight for it. And now, it's your turn. You have a choice. You can keep waiting for the right moment, but let me tell you, the perfect time will never come. There will always be challenges, doubts, and fears. You have the power. No one will come and build your dream for you. No one will hand you success. You have to stand up and take it. You are stronger than your excuses. Your fears might whisper, "What if I fail?" But what if you succeed? What if your life changes because you refuse to quit? Stop waiting. Stop doubting. Start now. Start with whatever you have, no matter how small. Because why? 1 year from now, you will either look back with pride or regret. The choice is yours. So, what will it be? Will you let your dreams stay dreams? Or will you fight for them? The journey won't be easy, but remember, nothing is free. And that's what makes success so beautiful. Because when you finally make it, you'll know you earned it. Dear friends, before you go, don't forget to subscribe to Pro English Skills for more inspiring stories and lessons to improve your English.